Giving the old fart a little time to get on stage. Oh, Rowan's set earlier made me realise how much older I am than the vast majority of you. Oh, this is going to make for some deeply uncomfortable moments. I was sitting out, there's so many of you here, I got turfed to the bar for the second half, and I've been out there nursing my pint of squash, and people going up to me and going, "Are you all right, sir?" I go, "I'm here for the comedy." Are you? Are you on with Tommy Cooper and the two Ronnies and the court jester of Henry VIII? Cheeky buggers. How is everybody? We good?
Yeah.
Good. Right, well, let's start with the first uncomfortable moment. Let's make this one short and sharp. Needle point. Is what my wife calls my erection. Just what you need, a guy 20 years older than most of you talking about his erection. You know? And she's so glad I share that. All right, that's it. Quick question. Give us a cheer if you love a good quiz. All that checks out. I ask a question and all the quiz lovers in the audience go, "I know this. It's me. I love a good quiz." Well, I hereby award everybody who cheered points. Yeah. Let's embrace those endorphins, my fellow quiz nerds. I love a good quiz too. I love them so much. I've even been on a few of those quiz shows on the telly. Yeah, you thought I looked familiar, didn't you? Yeah. I've got to say, whilst individually they were all fantastic experiences, I've come to realise that collectively they're this kind of depressing chronicle of my journey from early adulthood to middle age. You'll get there one day. I'll tell you what I mean. So, I first started with Countdown, aged 18. Yeah. Or as I now put it, 21 years and 3 stone ago. My 3-year-old came up to me the other day and asked if I was having a boy or a girl. 3 years old and funnier than me. I said it was 2 decades of trauma because I didn't win a sodding teapot. A few years after that, I was on the very first series of Tipping Point. Yeah, you know, the one with the giant 2p machine? I've got to say, I'd been working out, I was looking good, I even won a little bit of money. And the day after broadcast, a friend of mine comes up to me and goes, "You know that camera angle they do that goes over the backs of the contestants' heads to the machine? Doesn't do you any favours. You are thinning a bit up there." Oh, that was a kick to the slowly expanding gut, I tell you. I was so shocked I had to go back and have a look. And there it was, winking at me. I was going to say it took some of the shine off my victory, but let's be honest, if there's one thing you're not short of when you're going bald, it's shine. In a few years, some of you guys will know exactly what I mean. Very last one I did a few years back was 15-1. Now they do a lot of close-up shots of your face from a variety of different angles. And it didn't take long for me to realise when watching it, oh my God, comb over. The aircon was on pretty high in the studio that day too. It was practically fluttering in the breeze like a hairy flag of indignity. I didn't win, but I got pretty fast. The whole country got to salute that flag in high definition for nearly an hour. Oh, I was horrified. I was straight down the shops to get a pair of clippers. I'm doing this to right a wrong. And the manager was all, "Okay, but can you at least buy them first?" Sometimes I get asked, if there's one show you wish you could have done, but never got the opportunity, what would it be? And for me, that one's easy. Robot Wars. Yeah. Anybody else here love Robot Wars? Yeah? See, they did it again so you guys can remember it. It's great. I've got to say, I am in awe of anybody who can build anything to get on that show. The truth is, the worlds of quizzing and engineering, they just don't go hand in hand. At no point in the history of that show did anybody go, oh my God, we need to fix this weld. Quickly, quickly, somebody tell me the year Queen Victoria died. It was 1901, for anybody interested. There were levels on that show, though, as well, weren't there? You know, you had the teams that built something to entertain, to put on a show for the families, have a good time. And then there were those who were there to lay the smack down on everything that crossed their paths. And sometimes those levels collided to hilarious effect. That you'd get, this is Annihilator. Its armour is custom-made hardened steel. Its weapon is a flywheel with a top speed of 200 miles per hour. The energy stored when applied correctly to the opposing robot is enough to destroy it in a single blow. Powerful stuff. And its opponent would be like, this is Roomba. It's a Roomba robot vacuum cleaner, covered in cotton wool. Googly eyes to help it see. And its main weapon is a speaker that goes bah as it travels around, scares the opposition. And the fight would go exactly as you'd expect. Jonathan Pierce going, and Annihilator has destroyed Roomba in a single blow. Here come the house robots. Sergeant Bash, Roomba is on fire. Oh, the Roomba boys are going to regret dousing it in petrol before the start of the fight. Still, bloody loved Robot Wars. These days, I just take part in the local pub quiz, you know, the local celebrity. I love a good pun for a quiz team name. You guys do that? You know the kind I mean? Merry Quizmas, the nuclear quizzicists, quizzed in my pants. Can you guess which of those our quizmaster really hates? That's right, he can't pronounce quizicists. We had a bit of a set too recently, me and the quizmaster. We had this question, in which country were the 2006 Winter Olympics held? We put down the correct answer of Italy. And he said it was Australia. Australia! That bastion of snow and ice. I tried arguing it with him and he was all, the quizmaster's decision is final. Bell end. I'd love to say I was a class act in dealing with it. Unfortunately, instead I just went, do you know who I am? I was once 4 seconds away from outrunning Paul Sinner on the chase. I've also been on the chase. Yeah, I lost. So now we both think the other's a bell end, and that's just great. A few weeks back, I was there, and the team was me, my wife, my brother, his wife, and my mum. And the question came up, who plays Captain Marvel in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? I instantly blurted out Brie Olsen. And my wife goes, don't you mean Brie Larson? The rest of the table quickly agreed. She's right, I'm wrong. No change there then. We put her answer down and move on. But I knew I'd heard that name somewhere before. So between rounds I had a little Google. Brie Olsen, ladies and gentlemen, is a porn star. Now, did I mix up fellow Marvel actors Brie Larson and Elizabeth Olsen? No, I did not. No, this was a Freudian slip of epic proportions. And let's be honest, it's just not a true Freudian slip unless it's in front of your mum. I was quickly busted. I tried to pass it off saying, yeah, I thought I'd do it for laughs, you know. Only way out of this, I have to double down. So a little bit later. Which British magician was married to former Strictly star Debbie McGee? Anybody? Paul Daniels points over there. He's really chuffed with himself. I said Stormy Daniels. The next joke is a little bit questionable here because it starts with, here's a mental image for anybody over the age of 35. The rest of you, I think, is just going to mess you up. Is it in yet? Not a lot. See, Paul Daniels, that was his catchphrase. See, obviously not a fan of needlepoint either. And that's why I needed that joke earlier. Alright, a little bit later. This one will be more your era, it's fun. What is the name of the central character in the movie series Anchorman? Anybody? Ron Burgundy. Points over there. He's also chuffed with himself. I said Ron Jeremy. It's practically the same movie, it's just at the end of each news bulletin he stands on the desk, pulls down his pants and starts helicoptering as he says, "You stay classy, San Diego." Alright, one more. Freetown is the capital city of which African country? That is a tough one. I'll let you know, it's Sierra Leone. I've got to be honest, I don't have a porn star name for that one. I just really needed you guys to know that I know stuff. So the quiz ends. We're walking home in awkward silence. Frankly, the night has been a failure by every conceivable measure. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, my mum pipes up. Do you know, if you Google my name, you get a porn star. Well, that's a bombshell to drop on your kids, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? That took a minute to digest that. I'll tell you this much. I'm never Googling that. Not again. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it from me. Have a lovely evening.